first thing we got to talk about is some more news on Adoree Jackson. So, I went ahead and got that video going for you guys there on Friday, so we didn't have to make you guys wait till Monday, Tuesday to hear the information as far as the signings from us there. But more news has come out since then. So we got to go over the fact that the number is a big thing that, to be very frank, I'm kind of shocked at myself and kind of disappointed in myself for not figuring that part of it out. Andrew Phillips, our third-round draft pick, the corner out of Kentucky there, is wearing number 22, which was Adoree Jackson's number.
Ooh.
So there was some talk today about what number he's going to wear. And it's going to be number 21, actually. Apparently, a good friend of his who had died wore that number, so he's going to wear that number in tribute. Drew Phillips did go ahead and actually, offer up that number, and he turned it down. But I like that move by Phillips. I really do. That's
it's a classy move.
Yeah, that's a rookie giving respect to a veteran. And let's be very frank here, guys. No matter what your thoughts are on Adoree Jackson, and I went over on Friday, and Rob, you can feel free to give your thoughts since you weren't there for that part here, but I still think it's a move that reeks of desperation, but it's going to be a cheap enough move that there's no loss going to be had here. You know what I mean? Like, if he plays good, great. If he doesn't really matter because we're not paying him a ton of money at that point. They're at least giving it a shot with the guy who's still available at this point. But no matter what you think of him, Adoree Jackson is going to be at very least a veteran leader in that corner room. When you got a rookie from last year, a rookie this year, or another rookie from last year, it's like before this, Nick McLeod. Nick McLeod would have been the veteran in that corner room. Like that's, and there could be only one. So
McLeod,
I had to do it. So now Adoree Jackson becomes a veteran. But Rob, since you to get a chance to give your thoughts real quick on the Adoree Jackson move there.
No, I think we talked about we didn't really want him back because we saw the step back he took. And I mean, we thought there was animosity between the Giants organization and Adoree Jackson. Obviously, there's no animosity if they're bringing him back. And if he's willing and happy to be back, and he made it out saying how happy he's back to be a Giant. So I think it's a good move because he will play. He will be a leader, like you said. He'll be a veteran. He may have lost in this. He may have lost in the step. Yeah, but he still was a good corner for us when he was healthy. Before he was super banged up. Before that kick return, if you will.
Yeah,
and he's able to and he's got the respect of Banks already. He's got the respect of Hawkins already. So
yeah, my only thing is that the animosity thing, for the record, is not Adoree towards the Giants. And I wouldn't say animosity as much as the Giants didn't want to bring him back because of how he played and how he took plays off last year, especially towards the end. Dan Duggan was like the most shocked person in the world that Adoree's back. We talked about it all off season that they weren't going to bring him back because of these issues. And I think it's pretty obvious the Giants didn't really want to bring him back. They kind of had no choice because of the way the room is and what's available. But he is back. Like I said, he's going to be number 21. Head coach Brian Dable even mentioned today that he might play as a punt returner. And that, I got to say, guys, wrong move. Like, seriously, no.
Yeah.
We've seen this guy get injured every single year of his career, not just with the Giants, his NFL career, with the Titans, same problem. Why would you put this guy in potential harm's way and put him in a position? Yeah,
where we talked about it big time. That was a Dable mess up that he made a mistake, and that's when I said he got hurt. That's what I meant. Once he messed up his leg on that kick return, he just didn't play the same after for us.
Yeah,
but he's always hurt, just like you said, Drew.
He's always, and that's why I say, why would you put him on there? Why would you put him in the position? And we talked about this, the last couple of years has always been the rumors of him potentially doing it because he's extremely fast. He's the guy that if he does, get the ball, which obviously doesn't very often on defense, but he is, very good at maneuverability on the field in the open field with the ball. I mean, last year, the one interception he had was returning for a touchdown. He does have that ability. And I get the enticingness of his physical abilities assuming he still has them. Because again, we talked about the injuries scare me, where I wonder how much is left of him at this point. But that's where he's at. You're going to potentially put him in a position to get hurt. By the way, I got to say real quick, Dakota, I see you talking trash in the comments here. Let's worry about your own team here. When's the last time they won a game? How'd they end the season? You can't talk smack when you got blown out by the Bucks and you lost to us. You lost to us.
Yeah, you're talking about how bad we are. You guys lost to us.
Just saying.
What does that say about you?
That's bad. But even as Giant fans were like, "You lost to us." That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Oh, Eagle fans. But yeah, like I said, I really think it's a bad move. The other thing we got to talk about is the fact that he's going to be on a pitch count. They've talked about that as well. So, we can't sit there and expect, him to be out there, the entire game. But he will be out in specific plays. What percentage we'll find out as the game goes. I think the Giants themselves even need to assess how, in shape he really is. Because guys can come in and say, "Oh, I'm in great shape," and then they come in like, "No, you're not." But the reverse can also happen, where we go, "Oh, how we got shape are you?" And they go, "Yeah, well, I'm not really in the best shape." And they come into camp or come into practice, and you're like, "Damn, no, you are in good shape. What are you doing? It's lying to us." Like, you just don't know, and it's up to the individual player and how good they've been in keeping themselves in shape. Adoree Jackson's never had this kind of extended off season, so we have no clue what to expect as far as that. But, when you think of Adoree Jackson and the good times as a Giant, leaving last year alone, the best memory people really have is him shutting down Justin Jefferson in the 22 playoffs. Well, guys, remember who we are playing this week? Justin Jefferson and the Minnesota Vikings. And you got to wonder, do they bring him out specifically on more obvious passing plays? And if they do they put him on Justin Jefferson? Jordan Addison is going to be out. TJ Hawkinson's going to be out. Like, they really have. I'm telling you right now, Justin Jefferson. And I don't want to get too much into the preview of the games. We'll get to that on the episode we do on Wednesday night for you guys, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't already hit the notification button there. But how well we do or do not cover Justin Jefferson is probably going to decide this game, because he's the last of the offensive weapons they really have that scare you. It's not the last legitimate NFL player, obviously, but he's the last of the studs that team usually has. They got a backup quarterback. They don't have TJ Hawkinson. They don't have Jordan Addison. That's what they got left. I mean, the rest of their wide receivers, guys, is a bunch of who? Huh? Like, that's what they got left. So we'll have to see what happens, see how many snaps, and see what kind of Adoree Jackson we got there. And I think how much we see him is going to be based on one of two things. Either how good they are in the game. Like, if the Giants are winning, like, you might as well sit him and not, burn him out that week one, and crush him like that. But it's also going to be based on how Banks is doing against Jefferson, probably. Because if Banks is doing well against Jefferson, there's no need to force Adoree Jackson out there when he's not ready.
100%. I mean, I think he'll still get out there, get a couple counts. He may not get the start per se, but he'll get out there and he'll probably have a couple,
See, I think they'll put him out there as a starter just out of like a respect thing. Like, throw him out there as a starter to the first play, take him back out again just so you can say he started. And then
I guess
pop him in as you need him at that point, That's what I think it's going to happen. So we'll see. I just hope he's good. He's ready to go, and in good spirits there.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.